I have to make this quick. I don't understand why this is happening now, but there's nothing I can do about that. X, do not a timestamp or something similar that will indicate that the beginning of my recording isn't... Screw it. This is one. It has been approximately 21 instances since what I recall being the start of our experiment.
What timestamp would you like to indicate?
Never mind, it's fine.
Understood.
It has been 3 instances since I recorded this type of log, but 2 is making progress keeping a written one. His style has shifted since we all managed to get out of our rooms. All of us want to use day and night, but it's too complicated without sunlight. We were referring to them as sleeps, but that didn't work. 3 instance helps since we aren't exactly keeping track via one person's sleep schedule. 4s might kill me, honestly. We've made progress in regards to some of the more unusual aspects about the facility. We've managed to unlock rooms that appear to be storage, but there's nothing to indicate who put the items there or why. We were forced to break into one of them when the door jammed after it was unlocked. It took a lot of effort, but we found half a dozen monitors and tons of audio equipment. 3 decided to repurpose the materials into something that may help us to better monitor time, which sounds great in theory, but I don't think I actually want to know how long I've been sucking at this.
Communication systems offline.
What? Why? I told them not to do anything yet.
Sorry. Almost done.
2.
Can you pass me that? Thanks.
Communication systems online.
What were you doing?
3 thinks he remembers lab equipment somewhere.
I'm waiting for you to explain what you're doing.
3 thinks he can reroute some of the power from the communication system. It should overload the electronic lock and he can get the door open.
Does it work like that?
I have no idea. You seem confident about it.
Can you keep it down just a little longer? I need to make this log.
Sure. Do your thing. Didn't mean to interrupt. 3, this was the part you said you needed, right?
Well, you did temporarily cut off all communication pulling that other bit from the intercom system. So I think this is going to work better.
That's so scary. Can you imagine if we were cut off like that while we were still locked in our rooms? Phase 1. Complete isolation.
That sounds terrifying.
Oh, for the love of...
You have requested that I do not comment on your heart rate and breathing patterns.
Yes, I have.
I will not comment on your heart rate or breathing patterns.
Maybe this is the experiment. How long can I go without losing my mind?
Do you need assistance?
Do you have a manual?
I do not.
I'll settle for a picture book.
I am unable to offer a picture book.
A mural?
You are joking.
Yes, X, I'm making jokes.
Do you find the current situation humorous?
Not really. Okay, where was I? I don't think I actually want to know how long I've been sucking at this. Thank you, X.
You are welcome.
We still haven't figured out what we're doing. Everyone has ideas, and we've started having meetings to make sure we're on the same page. We all got a pretty killer migraine after the first one. 4 suggests it means we've all worked together in the past, and the meeting triggered some sort of collective memory event. I added the suggestion to our list, and so far, nothing stands out. If we continue to use our migraines and physical symptoms as signifiers for events that are currently clouded by the amnesia we're all subject to, then we have quite a lot to go off of. Nothing substantial, though. X, where do we stand at completion percentage?
Your rate of completion has fluctuated, and current readings are inconclusive.
Inconclusive, X, that's not possible. You do something right and take a step forward. Completion is a linear path. What is our current percentage?
Results are inconclusive. Warning, security system breached. Full system reset in 60 seconds. Return to quarters immediately.
X? What does that mean?
extra pair of hands. Now.
And I said we need to have consistency to get our internal clocks in sync. Why are you doing this right now? What did you break?
If you wanted me to draw you a fun little diagram with forged fancy markers, you should have asked when I said, "Do you need me to draw you a diagram?"
5, can you finish up for me? My notes are on the desk. 3, if either of you threw another wrench in the machine and we have another setback.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to make changes to the locking mechanism of a circuit you've never touched before? Be my guest, 1.
Just show me where you need me.
Are you both okay?
Peachy, can you finish the recording, please?
Sure. Do you need me to wait for the alarm to stop?
We're fine, 5.
I'm talking to you.
Warning. Security system breached.
4, could you hold these?
Like this?
Ah, perfect. You're beautiful.
What?
Warning. Security system breached.
That's beautiful. Not that you aren't beautiful too, but you're doing a good...
Warning. Security system
Thank you.
Aww.
Full system reset in 60
The alarm?
seconds.
You can be patient.
Immediately.
No, 1, hold them where I said.
Warning. Security system breached. Full system reset
Yes,
in
right there.
60 seconds. Return
Am I
to
beautiful
orders
too?
immediately.
Aha, just a little more.
What was the warning about returning to our quarters, X? What's the reset?
Reset canceled. Security breach contained.
Run a scan for all systems, please. Is one's recording still... This is 5, filling in briefly for 1. X is currently doing a full system scan due to technical issues. 1 was assisting the others, although I don't know what they expect her to do.
There's lab equipment in here.
Happy birthday.
Is it?
Why not?
I need to make a card. Great job on the breaking and entering.
This stuff looks brand new.
These look like they monitor a lot of things X is programmed to. This one is heart rate. That one tracks eye movement.
I think I know what some of this stuff is.
Alright, sure. Don't touch anything. We should document this.
All right, recording commencing. I think they'll be busy with that for a while. 3 has successfully opened another room. No one mentioned any windows, so I'll assume it's another interior one. No standalone kitchen, so we still don't have a way to store food safely. 4 was able to argue X into providing us ingredients, and it's been an enlightening experience to see what everyone remembers how to cook. Let's see. 1 made a note about our roles. It's clear we know what we're doing to a certain extent. No one questions 3 anymore when he says he has an idea for something in regards to the facility. 4 has gotten really good at convincing a literal program to do what they like. So I don't know what that means about them.
Would you like me to play a selection of music, 5?
No. Thank you, X.
Are you in distress?
And the recording, X.
Recording O-0-1-9.2 completed. Would you like to add additional notes for future reference?
Not right now. I don't like when instances like this feel so familiar. This should be added to our notes, but I'm having such a difficult time with it.
Is the familiarity painful?
You're starting to sound like 2. It's like I have a constant headache, especially when I'm alone. How often was I on my own? That's a rhetorical question. I'm not asking you to answer it.
I would not be able to answer that question, 5.
Which tells me more than it should. Do the others show signs of discomfort during their time on their own, beyond their unease with isolation?
No, participants do not display similar symptoms when they are alone. Participants have varying displays of physical symptoms and mental fatigue, but are not reactive to isolating events.
No reports of headaches or brain fog?
Participants have not recorded headaches, mental fatigue, or brain fog as a reaction to events of isolation.
Does anyone else react to the food?
Please clarify. All subjects react to the food.
No one else seemed upset or bothered by what we're eating. Before we gained kitchen privileges, It was confusing for them, but they weren't upset about it.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt the recording again, but you should come take a look at what we found. It's already jogged something for me and two. The others aren't affected one way or the other, but it could be important. Are you okay?
You know how it is. Anyway, I was finishing up. I didn't get through all the notes that you had, though.
That's because she's a perfectionist. I don't think I'd ever manage the way she does. You've gotta see what's in that room. Two's super quiet. He said his head was hurting, and then he just started picking stuff up and putting it down. One, I think it would be a great idea for you, and two, to explore that space more. It could have something to do with why you're here in the first place.
She's a reformed perfectionist. They're right, though. If you're done with the notes for now, see if anything sparks memory for you.
Lead the way.
Are you having trouble remembering? Are memories just not the same? Try Memogeyser. Memogeyser is the all-new drink to help you get back to remembering and back to your loved ones. Back to your best. Memogeyser, a drink to remember. Memogeyser is not responsible for any unfortunate memories recalled.
Okay, looks like we're all set food-wise. X, send the sides.
Please.
X, please, send the sides.
Wait! The scorebook! Don't open it yet.
If I get that smooth meatloaf again, I don't know. It's just bad.
The flavor isn't awful.
No, but the texture is.
Okay, I've got it. Bets in, people.
A whole mango, but it's full of oatmeal.
Ugh.
Maybe a super inconvenient way to eat toast? Like little pills that you swallow that taste like butter.
I would take that personally. I'm gonna go with my guess from last time.
Dessert spaghetti?
Yep.
Gosh, I hope you're right. I think I'm going to say a drink that's full of some sort of wood smoke, and also snacks on top. And it's tomato flavored.
That's a Bloody Mary for.
Oh, that's what that's called.
Something that looks like a salad, but it's made out of savory gelatin.
Gross! Okay, drum roll.
I'm almost scared to touch it and ruin the illusion.
What? As long as you don't touch it, it's just corn?
I think this would be the one I'd take personally if it's not.
Oh, it's warm. And there's salt on it.
Hold on. This feels like something has been compromised.
What do you mean?
Well, remember when you asked X for bagels a few days ago?
Instances?
Instances. You asked X for bagels or some really specific bread, and they told you no because it could give you clues about external factors to the experiment. I feel like fresh vegetables without any alteration would be really telling, don't you?
That's true.
For starters, it means we aren't in space.
Not necessarily. It's not one of the painful types of memories, but I read about astronauts growing lettuce. Pretty sure I did, at least. I recall a mention of a holiday? It's still possible.
So, even though we're looking at what appears to be a fresh vegetable, it still tells us absolutely nothing?
Maybe another factor changed. We all have occurrences of remembering things outside and inside the facility, except for moments that should have triggered those immediately.
Like cooking together?
Exactly. Once our rooms were unlocked, we should have remembered moments of cooking together or unlocking the additional rooms beyond our quarters. I haven't written down any notes like that. Have you? No migraines, no brain fog, nothing at all.
I've noticed my handwriting is getting clearer, but I'm using what was an unfamiliar shorthand. Most of my notes are written like that now.
So we're noticing changes in behavior? Environment?
What about you four? Have you noticed anything different?
I don't have anything to compare to. We've been noting behavioral changes on an interpersonal level, but nothing I'd use in an argument to be like, Exhibit A.
Objection! Did I do that right?
You convinced me.
We're getting off topic. Other than the introduction of a piece of corn on the cob that looks, smells, and feels like the real thing, the changes we've noticed haven't been affecting the outcome. We have no idea if we're any closer to finishing this than when we woke up from supposed cryosleep. 1. You always ask X our progress during your recordings. What did they say?
Can we do this after we eat?
1, come on.
What did X say?
Are we doing a good job?
No improvement?
Inconclusive. That's the word X used. We aren't currently making any progress that X can quantify.
At all? That can't be right.
Progress stagnated after you had the realization about our quarters being different from some time before. Even though we weren't able to pinpoint it, something in X's programming was affected by the realization.
You mean when I said I didn't think I always had green sheets?
Exactly. We hit 20% completion, and then suddenly X reported an error and went quiet. I had them run a diagnostic that came back normal, so I didn't think I needed to pry.
They're a machine. It's not prying. X doesn't experience emotion.
How long have you kept this to yourself?
The error? A few instances. I didn't mention it because nothing was wrong.
But now we're inconclusive. 1, everything looks delicious, but I think we need to come back to the meal after we try something.
Checking again?
Exactly. Give a recorded rundown of your quarters, declare whether you have had any of the physical symptoms we discussed, and ask X for a status report for completion. If we have discrepancies between what we're told, we note it down for later.
2.
X, begin recording. I have a bed, long and wide enough for one person of average height. 2 pillows, dark purple.
1 blanket, also sky blue. The sheets match. I have a desk along one wall for my art supplies, as well as a shelf with additional art supplies and a few works in progress. I also have the throwing wheel that I've used twice now. Except I didn't consider what I would do without a kiln.
I have a selection of books that deal with electronics repair and engineering, but the software mentioned isn't useful with the system I'm using. I've moved some of them to the room we found down the hall that has a proper workstation and tools.
I have the Telecom 3 altered to extend the reach through the facility, as well as a touchscreen monitor and a wireless mouse. I've started acquiring several different types of stationery, including pens, highlighters, and small sticky notes to better organize my journals. Thanks, X.
You are welcome.
In addition to the more useful aspects of my quarters, I have a selection of pictures I've received from X, several of generalized beaches, a few of landscapes I don't recognize. Pictures of my family have been declined thus far. Upon this reflection, I am not experiencing any symptoms that usually accompany a return of memory.
No change.
I feel fine.
I don't feel any different.
Slight headache. Can you open my door, please? Thank you, X. What is the current rate of completion?
Your rate of completion has fluctuated. Readings remain inconclusive. Please ask again later.
Thank you for listening to Error 313, Season 2, Episode 1, She's a Perfectionist. Special thanks to our Ko-fi sponsors and cast and crew. Artemis Maia Sanders as the voice of X, Dani Gage as the voice of 1, B. New as the voice of 2, Frederic Powers as the voice of 3, Kelly at thekellhop as the voice of 4, Cin Lam as producer A, executive producer and associate writer Saff Casteel, Bunny Valentine as our co-producer and voice of 5, Adelle King, our lead writer, Eli King as our lore keeper and script editor, Jacob Guchi Yamaguchi as our lead audio engineer, Esty Hernandez and Rob Guthrie as our audio engineers, Eleanor Hill as our admin assistant, Aiden Chan as our soundtrack engineer, Matt Denkles as our soundtrack engineer and voice of producer B, Faiza Awao as our lead artist, and Daniel Breitabout as our website manager. Thanks so much for listening.